Wonderful. I'm so excited for you. Yes, you have made a decision, a conscious decision, a very important decision to change the trajectory of your life. You've taken the challenge to either do a 7-day or 21 detox. Welcome. We're so excited for you. So now let's jump into it. But let's talk about what is a detox. It's the process of removing toxins. That's what we're going to be doing, removing toxins. And that's a generic term for something that makes you feel unwell, toxins, but we got to get them out your body because your body does this really automatically, but not enough. See, it's the job of the liver and the other organs to do it. But unfortunately, if we eat some stuff like most of us do that's not supposed to, that we're not supposed to, or we take too much medication, they over medicate us. And then the liver helps to metabolize everything.
These products that were put together based upon the patterns that I'm seeing throughout the Black neighborhood, the Hispanic neighborhood, the European neighborhood. I'm seeing these patterns. But what I'm seeing in the Black neighborhood is the fact that we're overdosing on animal protein. And that's what's causing our bodies and cells to be clogged up and degenerate. So one of the things that needs to happen is we need to clean out the whole gastrointestinal tract. I'm not talking about a physical colonic. I'm talking about liquid colonic. Liquid colonic, it cleans out your whole tract from your stomach to your small intestines to your large intestines, and whatever's going on in there, whatever blockage, it cleans it right out, just like what? Liquid Drano. Case, that's why I call it liquid colonic, because some of us are severely, constipated, and the sewer system is backed up. And anytime the sewer system gets backed up, just like when it rains, the streets flood. But here's the problem. It's not about streets in your body. It's about organs flooding up with toxins and waste. In other words, the waste is backing up. So if we don't clear that main channel, there is no way the body will fully heal. But when we clear that main channel, also what we want to do in that main channel, we want to clear the mucus out of the main channel. Because if we don't clear the mucus out, nothing is going to be effective in your body. Not the medication, not the nutrients, not the superfood. So we got to clean the mucus out your system. Where does mucus come from? Dairy. Is that something we all grew up doing, drinking, eating dairy? Especially in grammar school and high school. We always had those little carton dairy milks. But dairy, believe it or not, cooked food. Cooked food causes a level of mucus in the body. Why? Because human beings were not really created to eat cooked food. We grew up, we lived hundreds of years on a raw live food diet with nuts and grains, but we didn't cook anything. That's why we lived up to 900 years. You get it? We were more alkaline in the beginning. Once we started eating animals, our body became more acidic. And it's been proven that disease cannot survive in an alkaline body, but it thrives in an acidic body. So what are these products? Alkaline, alkaline, alkaline. The regimen is alkaline. The fruits and vegetables, alkaline. Especially, some people say, well, there's some acidic fruits. Yes, acidic before you eat it, but your body actually turns the acid into alkaline inside the body. It's weird the way that happens, but that's exactly what happens. And so once you get the mucus out, of course, you got to kill the parasites because they're feeding on your nutrition. In other words, most of us are deficient because of the years of consuming animal protein and wind up developing parasites in our gastrointestinal lining. You're feeding the parasites, or you're not getting the nutrients through because of the mucus. It's one or the other. So once you clean the mucus out, now you can start to take the superfood into the cells. Now the superfood becomes more bioavailable. It becomes better assimilated. It becomes better absorbed by the body. Now we're correcting what? The B6 deficiency, which led to Parkinson's. So what does that mean for Parkinson's? Now we detour from Parkinson's. And I have a testimony of a brother who did that. He was on his way towards Parkinson's. We scanned him, found out he had a severe vitamin B6 deficiency, corrected the deficiency, detoxed his body. Now he's a vegan and he's living wonderfully. So I know that a lot of this stuff is true, not based upon what I believe or what I read, but based upon what I've experienced. And you cannot discourage experience because that's what a person has experienced. So they can't lie. because it's about what they have experienced on this planet. So you're looking at the eliminator, the purifier, and the regenerator. But bottom line is that you're going to get a regimen, you're going to get recipes, you're going to get everything you need to start becoming your own living testimony. And from there, you teach your family, you teach your friends, and you bring them to where we are. And now you're no longer at this point helpless to saving your family and allowing them to have a healthy life just like everyone else, like my mom. That's what this is all about. This isn't about managing and which management is better. It's about eradicating the necessary need for management or treatment. And then educating more medical doctors, more nurses, so that we can have that bridge between holistic health and allopathic health as we're doing now. And so that's why it's important to understand that this process is about regenerating your organs. How did your organ work when you didn't have medication? Well, that's what we need to get back to. You see, and that's what this reversal is all about.
So here's what you're going to expect. Expect to release unwanted waste, reduce your belly fat, and supercharge your system. We call this the age reversal detox. Yes, we can actually reverse, this is what we've been taught, our biological age. And this will help reset your body and promote the feeling of a biological age reversal. You're going to feel better. You will release unwanted waste, reduce your belly fat, and supercharge your system during this phase 3. And don't forget, please go to our website, flatbellyebook.com. Tons of information you can find there. Now, I'm going to introduce you to our CEO, Melissa Boston, and she is going to share with you some pertinent information.
Well, hello there. Hi, Flat Belly Lifestyle community. It's Melissa Boston here, your CEO, and super excited to take a little bit of time to explain how to start your flat belly cleanse. So this is going to be a great video for you to share with anyone who actually has just started the cleanse or if they're about to start the cleanse. We're going to talk about what to expect when your cleanse arrives in the mail and the very first steps you need to take to make sure your cleanse is a success. So first of all, let's look at the kit. So I'm holding in my hands a 21-day cleanse. Now, what's super exciting about this particular product line, many of you might know the story. You know, in 2021, a naturopath walked into our facility. At the time, we were crushing it in the CBD world, had a lot of success with that, but really knew that wellness was our calling. We've seen so many people leaving up out of here way too fast. I know many of you probably can relate, you know, sometimes just unexpectedly. And so we've had a vision and a passion for many, many years to work with our naturopath community. And the opportunity happened in 2021. And this was a gentleman who was very good at what he did, but this product process was a very time-consuming process, okay? So just know that creating this cleanse is truly a labor of love, okay? Every batch that gets created is using his proprietary formula, but it's handcrafted with love to ensure the exact right ingredients go in every single bag. And so in your 21-day cleanse, you're now getting 4 products. In fact, our liquid colonic, so if you have your cleanse in the mail, maybe you want to go grab it, that's the cream. Okay, so liquid colonic is your cream. And we're going to talk about what you need to do with this product the night before. We also have something known as our mucus buster, and that's the red, okay? Mucus buster is the red. We have our blue, and our blue is what? It's the superfoods. I know some of you are familiar already. You know the color code. So the blue is our superfoods. And the original protocol requires you to juice several times a day. I know most people opt to juice once or twice a week. They get all their juicing done up front, and they store them in these mason jars, okay? So that's an option as well. But what I want to do, you're going to go over these options with your coach. And so what I want to do real quick is talk about a very important step. So if you got your box in the mail and you're wondering, what do I do with this? What is my next step, okay? Well, first and foremost, there is an approved grocery list. And so you want to make sure the day before you start your cleanse, go through that approved grocery list and go to your Whole Foods. You could go to, Mariano's. You can go to whatever local store. You don't have to buy organic fruits and vegetables. We do say it's recommended if you can afford it. If not, you're gonna have to rinse them very thoroughly, because we know that oftentimes fruit and vegetables that are not organic, they're loaded with pesticides. But the good news is when the body's cleansing, it's better equipped to discard those pesticides. So that's why during the cleanse, if you can't do organic, it's not a deal breaker. You can still do the cleanse, because oftentimes people just can't afford the organic. But what you find is sometimes organic is almost the same price. So always double check, and also look and see in advance what stores are offering. So when you make your list, you can be better equipped to get the most competitive pricing. Okay, so now that you have looked at the grocery list, and that grocery list is on those pages. So you have your sheets in your cleanse, your grocery list is there. Make sure you review that, go get your groceries. But there's another very important step that you need to take before you start the cleanse. And what is that step? So that step is you gotta make your tea in advance. Okay, the tea has to be made the night before. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how to make the tea. So again, if you are perhaps one of our coaches, you might have some clients that have just joined us on the cleanse. Maybe they need some extra support. Tag them on this video, share this video, right? Make sure you get the word out that we have a way for them to get all the details they need. So let's talk about this liquid colonic, okay? And so let's go ahead and open it up, okay? So when you open it up, for those of you that are on the 21-day cleanse, you're going to have 3 individual sachets of our liquid colonic, and we're going to show you what that looks like and what you need to do with it, okay? So when I open this up, there are tea bags that look just like this, okay? Now, don't make the mistake that some of our folks make where they just use all 3 of them the first week. No, this is designed for you to use 1 per week. Now, if you're on the 7-day cleanse, you're only going to get 1 of these, okay? So this is your tea bag. And so what do you do with the tea bag? So you're going to boil about 40 ounces of water. Now, you only need 32 ounces, but oftentimes some of the water gets discarded through the steam process. So we want to make sure you have at least 32 ounces. So go ahead and bring 40 ounces of water to a boil. Once you bring it to a boil, you're going to remove it from the heat. So turn off the heat, remove it from the heat, and then you're going to put this tea bag in that water. Now, you could choose to discard the extra water, or you could just put it in and you'll have a little excess tea. Either way is fine, okay? Whatever is simple for you to get this done. But you're going to put this tea bag inside of your water, and you're going to let it steep for 8 hours, okay? It's very important that you allow time to develop potency. You don't want to just let it steep for a couple hours, 8 full hours, which is why we tell you to make your tea the night before, okay? So now let's just say you've made your tea, and after the tea has steeped for 8 hours, you can lift that bag out of the water, and then you can just discard that bag, okay? And then every week, you're going to repeat that process if you're on the 21-day cleanse. Now, when do you take your tea? You're going to take your tea on your first day, the first thing in the morning, right? You can have your tea in the morning, and then you're going to do it again in the evening. After your first day, it's going to just be in the evening. How much do you take? 4 ounces. So in the morning, that first day, 4 ounces. In the evening, that first day, 4 ounces. And then 4 ounces every night after that. And the reason why we want you to take it at night, because we know that our body, while we're sleeping, is working to detox, to eliminate, right? And so when you wake up in the morning, if your body is already healthy and your colon is working great, you typically have a pretty nice bowel movement. If not, just give it a couple of days. Sometimes our systems work a little bit slower. Perhaps you got a lot of things you got to work out, but just know it's not designed to be a disruptive cleanse. If you find the first couple of days it's a little bit uncomfortable, typically that eases after around your 3rd or 4th day. So most people, when they're on the cleanse, they're able to do other activities like go to work, because it's not that type of cleanse that's going to keep you running to the bathroom constantly, okay? It's really designed to do it in a proper way so we don't strip your body, but we help your body to develop healthy bowel movements. And when you think about a healthy bowel movement, you know, many times, and, you know, sometimes people might think you don't want to talk about your food, right? But you need to know that, guess what? If you're pooping out little pebbles, If you're finding that it's not the size of a snake in the bowl, it just means your system is clogged. You have a lot of issues. And that's why colon cancer is predicted to be the leading cause of death for people between the age of 20 and 49 by the year 2030. We're not eliminating. So many times I talk to women and they might eliminate once a week. I mean, think about it. You're eating 3 times a day and you're keeping all this waste in your body. Do you understand the damage that's doing to your colon? Do you understand the damage that's happening below the cells? And so we want to do this liquid drain. Okay, we want to get that out, okay? Because that's toxins that's accumulated in your body. And guess what? Your colon is going to bear the brunt of a lot of that. And you're going to have just terrible digestive health if you're not properly eliminating. And when we're in our teens, you might not think that's a big deal because oftentimes you might talk to girls, maybe they use the bathroom every other day. It doesn't seem like a big deal then because your body handles it. But over time, this is why we're seeing so much colon cancer right now, because people are not eliminating 2 to 3 times a day, and it really should be 3 times a day. And so now that you have your liquid colonic recipe, you know exactly how to do it. Let's talk about the daily protocol. And so when you wake up in the morning, you can actually start it with your mucus buster. Oftentimes you wake up and you might be full of mucus, right? What causes mucus? Excess dairy. In fact, any type of dairy is going to cause mucus. Meat causes mucus. Processed food causes mucus, right? All this butter and cheese that we're eating causes way too much mucus. And so we've got to get out the mucus, but we also have to kill the parasites because guess what? The average person, if you ever eat meat, especially if it's not well done, and guess what? Well done meat, especially beef, is toxic, right? And so there's times when you probably, if you're going to choose beef, you want it to be medium. Otherwise, it's going to live in your colon for 8 years. But the reality is this, is if you eat meat that is undercooked, you're going to have mucus. If you eat sushi, you're going to have parasites. If you've had sushi, chances are you have parasites. Sometimes you get parasites from your vegetables that could just be living there because they weren't cleaned properly, right? So most people are walking around with parasites in them. And those parasites grow. They rob us of our nutrients. Oftentimes people are nutrient deficient because the parasites are living in you and they're eating all your vitamins and minerals, right? They're getting first dibs. And so we want to evict those parasites, right? We want to get out the mucus. And this is going to do this, guys. In fact, the directions are right here. It's going to tell you 1 teaspoon. Okay, you level that. You put that in water. You can put it in 8 ounces, right? You can put it in 4 ounces. The less water, the thicker it's going to be. Either way, it's okay. But you're going to take this in the morning. You're going to drink that. And you're going to watch the mucus start to actually expel from your body. And it's going to start to kill those parasites. So you're going to have that every single morning for 21 days. And if you're on the 7-day cleanse, of course, you're going to get that for 7 days, okay? And so that's your mucus buster. After your mucus buster, typically you're going to drink that first tea when it's the first day. After that, the tea comes in the evening time. But another superstar in your regimen is going to be your superfoods, okay? So our naturopath has put together a regimen that's going to allow you to juice carrots and beets and all sorts of goodies like celery. But what's exciting is his recipes are perfectly formulated to bring a level of cellular cleansing, right? To heal your body on a cellular level. You're going to add your superfoods right to that juice. But the 3 products are the staple of our cleanse that everyone should do. Our mucus buster, the liquid colonic, the superfoods, and the protein. And so with that being said, guys, I know many of you are cleansing with us for the first time. Maybe you've already received your order. Maybe you have not received your order yet. Chances are it's probably already in the mail and it's going to arrive in the next few days. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in because it's 21 days that truly will change your life. And so thank you all. Have a phenomenal night.
All right, so we're ready now, right? So let's just reiterate a couple of things. It's now the time to get busy, go to the grocery store, get on Amazon, however you're going to order, whatever you're going to need, get all your groceries that you need, at least for that first week, for your salad and everything. Any kind of salad you want. You heard what she said, the fruit, fresh or frozen fruit, and the pecans, walnuts, and almonds for your snacks. Only pecans, walnuts, or almonds, guys. Remember, no honey, no roasted, and none of that. No cashews, pistachios, get the raw almond butter, the flaxseed or flaxseed oil. All of this is crucial for you to help what's going to be taking place in your body, because everything has a purpose. It's even like the aloe vera juice and the liquid chlorophyll. So get to the grocery store. Let's get ready. Crank the engine up, okay? Here's just suggested groceries. You should have that list on in your package that came to you, or that's either on the way. Remember, the men are going to get 72 ounces in for the whole day, 24 ounces 3 times a day. The ladies, 16 ounces 3 times a day. And she talked about the different juices. So let me kind of go into this bit a little bit, because you got a pack showing you 3 different kinds of juices. One's a green red juice, one's the Veggie Delight juice, and one's the true green juice. And guess what? All of them are important. Now, as our CEO said, you can choose the green red juice throughout the entire course. So that green red juice, that's the first juice. Some people use that juice throughout the course of the entire process, the whole 21 days. You're definitely going to do it the whole 7 days, because this is where we start. But what is it doing for you? See, it's something to know what it's doing for you, because it helps you mentally and psychologically begin to work through the process. The sliver of ginger helps to rid of inflammation. The lemon helps to, it's got bioflavonoids, whatever that is, right? Well, that means it helps the body's healing process. And also it helps to absorb vitamin C. The apples are antioxidants, mostly for flavor, helps it taste good, yeah. The celery helps to flush the kidneys. The kale or the spinach are superfoods to give you the nutrients. And the beets help to detox the liver, lower your iron. If you're having low iron or low red blood cells, it helps to liver detox. And then, of course, the carrots is our filler, but it also gives you good eye health. Now, what about those other 2 juices? The Veggie Delight. Well, it's not just there for no reason at all. Yeah, because the cilantro helps to reduce heavy metals. See, that first juice it's designed by Dr. Prince for inflammation. I mean, got to get the inflammation out your body. The second juice is designed for the heavy metals and parasites. Not that you won't get them out from the first juice, but this one is more so designed for it, or created for it, because the cilantro and the red radish helps to reduce heavy metals. The beets, liver detox, the bell pepper, antioxidants, and the deeper the color, the better. I mean, really, hey, the red bell pepper stays on the vine longer than the green. The green is coming off first, so it's not even really mature. It's an immature bell pepper. Just saying. The red apples, again, flavor, celery, flushing those kidneys some more, and then your carrots. Carrots enough to get your 16 and 24 ounces. And then the true green juice. Now this one's really, really green. So the parsley, it's mainly designed, the whole juice mainly focus on flushing the kidneys. So the parsley to flush the kidneys and the bladder, the spinach or kale, the nutrients, the celery to flush the kidneys, the apples, flavor. The red onion increases energy metabolism, reduces insulin levels, iron increase. Cucumber helps to flush the kidneys. And then the carrots, again, as our filler to make sure that you have enough. And personally with me, I do a little more filling with the red apples too, to make it taste like I want it to taste. So now you heard the regimen, you've heard the juices, but for breakfast, here's what you're doing. I just put it in a picture form. The same things our CEO was just saying. The fruit, your raw fruit is for your breakfast. Your juice with your flaxseed oil and your regenerator, 2 teaspoons. You gotta organize yourself. That's the key to this. Organize yourself that it makes it easy for you. Your alkaline water, and optionally your aronia berry. But first thing in the morning, you're drinking that 8 ounces of water. Go ahead and put the eliminator in there. Yeah, chug-a-lug, get it on down. It doesn't have any really taste to it anyway. Then for lunch, and then don't forget that first day, your purifier, your tea, 4 ounces for the first day only in the daytime. And then the lunch, 16 ounces of your juice with your dash of cayenne pepper and your regenerator. Raw salad, And I suggest you just do a small salad, guys. Don't do a huge salad because you got to get both salads in. People always say, I can't get that second salad in. Well, make a smaller salad on the first time. And then your aronia berry is optional. Dinner, here it is again. Juice, cayenne pepper, aloe vera juice, liquid chlorophyll. All that, put that in the juice and your regenerator. And then now, every single day, that 4 ounces of your tea plus your salad. Now, if you are getting hungry, you're out and about, you know you can't get back home in time, take the piece of fruit with you, take your nuts and seeds or snacks with you, your sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, take them with you. Those are your snacks. And water, water, water. What did I say? Water, water, water. Alkaline water, all right? Now, don't overdo those nuts, okay? Because then you defeat your purpose and then you see yourself gaining instead of losing if you're in the process of gaining weight. So just know we're here to support you. Thank you for starting, because support to us is not just a word, but it's a feeling. And without the support, you can do this for yourself, but you're not going to do this by yourself. Without support, nothing and no one can stand on ground and achieve all the hurdles. And there are going to be some hurdles. Yeah, a chair's got support for its legs to stay still and bear our weight. So that's why you have a personal coach, hopefully, and you've got group coaching that's available to you. But I've got to say this. If you experience anything like flu-like symptoms, your body aches, some chills, a headache, nausea, a sore throat, or sweating, or tiredness, you might. Everybody's body is different. Hear me, please. Do not stop. Do not stop, and don't go take a pill, some medication, some Tylenol. Don't go to the hospital. Don't go to the doctor. Why? Because it's normal. It's normal. Toxins are being released. It's called the Herxheimer reaction. And it's recognized in the world of natural medicine or supplements, and less in the medical field. They'll give you a pill. They may do surgery, whatever. But see, during the cleanse, you might start experiencing strong detox reactions. The toxins don't want to go. The parasites don't want to leave. It doesn't want to leave your body. Yes, it wants to stay there. It's been there for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But this will only last a few days to several weeks. All of those things I mentioned, but it's normal. And it's even healthy. And that's why you get in contact with your coach, because they will help you through that short period of time. The biggest problem with this Herxheimer reaction is that people stop. They stop taking the supplements that's causing the reaction, and then they stop the treatment. They stop the healing process that the body is naturally doing. One of the biggest problems that we have during this is because we're not drinking enough water. So please drink plenty of water and check in with your wellness coach. But here's a few things to have on hand in case, and again, everybody's different. Some people receive no problems, nothing ever happens. I've had the cramping, I've had the chills. Those are the only two that I've experienced. But if you have flu-like symptoms, here's a solution. 5 drops of eucalyptus plus 3 drops of peppermint with a carrier oil, MTC coconut or carrier oil. Rub it on your neck and your chest and behind your ears. It'll help. Cramping. Could be a parasite trying to not let go. Holding on to, blockage that it's blocking things in your gastrointestinal. So take a little of that eliminator, put it in 4 ounces of water and drink it. Or steep some peppermint tea for 10 minutes and drink without sweetener. Or take a peppermint essential oil with a 1/4 size of a carrier oil, coconut, olive, or almond oil, and massage your stomach, lower abdomen, and lower back. Sit down and relax 10 to 15 minutes or longer if you have the time. Or take coconut water or magnesium powder. Any of those things to help you with cramping. If you're having a headache, oftentimes I hear people say they had a headache. So bad, so bad. Take peppermint oil, rub your temples. We have a pain cream that you can rub your temples with. If you do the peppermint oil, make sure you mix it in a carrier oil. Nausea, take peppermint or ginger tea. Inhaling peppermint oil or eliminator in the water can also help. And chills, I told you I had this. Bathe in some Epsom salt. Just have a relaxing bath in Epsom salt. and fatigue. Rest. Yeah, go ahead and get some rest because their body is the detoxing. Do you know that the most energy that you consume is in detoxing? So remember, it's an energy consuming function of your body. And then don't overdo in your workouts because you do need to work out. You do need to get some cardio. No heavy lifting of weights because the weights release metabolic waste, and we're trying to get all the waste out. So we don't want to increase the waste, W-A-S-T-E, and have to work to get that waste out too. And then don't forget, listen, we're here for you, not throughout this, but even after your 7 days or after your 21 days. And we've got options. We've got options to make this a lifestyle, a flexible lifestyle, a plant-based lifestyle, or an age reversal lifestyle, which is going to be completely up to you. But when your body starts feeling better, when you start not having the pains that you once were having, you don't want to go back. So remember, a detox is your opportunity to give your body a break and allow your own God-given self-cleansing and self-healing process to kick into gear. And the effects of this cleanse go way beyond our weight loss. Oh yeah, it's not just about weight loss, it's W-A-S-T-E. And we found so much, even mental clarity during the time after the detox. So welcome, let's go, let's get started. We'll see you next time. Join us on the Flat Belly Community Detox, where we share with one another. Bye for now.